Hello guys, this is What About Nintendo, and today I am here for another News of the Day video. Got a lot of topics to cover today, including a new huge update for the Nintendo Switch, Fire Emblem Warriors DLC being covered, Doom on the Nintendo Switch maybe getting motion controls, and many more topics. Let's get right on into it. So first off, we're going to start with the Nintendo Switch update. It's been updated to 4.0.0, and there's a lot of new stuff that come with that. There are finally they've added captured video on select games. So to capture video, you just hold down the capture button during gameplay. Up to a maximum of the previous 30 seconds will be saved in the album. Note this is the previous 30 seconds. I've had a couple of people say, oh yeah, you just hold down the home button and then it captures the next 30 seconds. No, it's not true. It captures the previous 30 seconds. So if you do something really cool and you say, oh, that was really cool, I wish I could capture it. Oh, look at that. You just hold on the capture button, you capture that, and you can actually go back and trim it, and you can post it to Facebook and Twitter just like screenshots. So that's cool. But it's only available for select games at the moment. At this time, it's only compatible with Breath of the Wild, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, ARMS, and Splatoon 2, so keep that in mind. Another big thing that has been updated, or at least it's big for me, because I always love it when they add these, they've added 12 new icons for your user profile. They've added 6 from Mario Odyssey, and 6 from The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. And they're all really cool, so make sure to go check those out. They also let you now transfer user and save data to another system, which is something they really needed to do. So if you bought another Switch, or if something happened to this Switch that you have and you wanted to buy a new one and you wanted to transfer over, you can now do that perfectly fine. They now have a pre-purposed option on the Nintendo eShop. Before, big games like Splatoon 2 would come out, everyone would rush to the eShop and try to download it. It crashed the server. It was terrible. Now, they're going to add this option for select games where you can download them days before. You can't play them. You can't play these games, but you can have them downloaded on your Switch to be unlocked when the game actually comes out. That way, there's a lot less traffic on day one where everyone's like, oh, and just runs straight through it and breaks everything, as is known to happen. They also added a new update for the news channel, which makes the news feed updated with a new look, and now makes it where when you unfollow a channel, it actually removes that channel's content from the news feed, and it will reappear if you decide to follow it again, which is something that was just, I don't know why they didn't do this before, because before you would unfollow stuff, and all the posts that had come up before would still be on your feed. It's like, I unfollowed you, I don't want you on my feed anymore, but they fixed that as well. So, great update there, but we have a lot to talk about, so let's move on to the next topic. Oh, also like to mention the fact that they added updates for the controllers themselves, the actual Joy-Cons. You can update those now, and they have the ability to use USB wireless headphones. So if you have a USB dongle, and you can plug that in and use that for your wireless headphones if you have USB wireless headphones. Let's go on to the next topic, and that is that Fire Emblem Warriors, we now know exactly what each DLC pack includes. Now get ready for some mispronounced names, but just follow me here, guys. I'm trying my best. It's hard to pronounce these things sometimes. So the Fire Emblem Fates pack will include 3 new playable characters, Azura, Niles, and Oboro. You have new history maps, 3 new mystery maps, each with new stories featuring various characters, 5 new costumes, and 13 new broken armor models. Fire Emblem Shadow Dragon pack will include Navarre, Minerva, and Lind. New history maps will be added, of course, for the various characters. 4 new costumes added, 6 new weapons, and 9 new broken armor models. And for the last pack, the Fire Emblem Awakening pack, they're adding Owen, Tharja, and Olivia, and of course their new history maps as well. 3 new costumes, 7 new weapons, and 10 new broken armor models. I don't think that the prices of these have officially been revealed. If not, I'll have them on the screen right now for you guys to view. But let's move on to the next topic. So the next topic is that Generation 3 Pokemon are coming to Pokemon Go for Halloween. So let's read exactly what Pokemon Company had to say about this. They say Ghastly, Drowsy, Cubone, and other spooky Pokemon are back again this Halloween, and this time they're bringing some special friends. Sabel, Bennett, and a few other ghost-type Pokemon originally discovered in the Hoenn region will be making their first ever appearance in Pokemon Go. The rest of the Pokemon first seen in Pokemon Ruby and Pokemon Sapphire games will be gradually arriving, starting as early as December. We hope trainers enjoy this special Halloween treat. Halloween celebration will start on October 20th at 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time and run until November 2nd at 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Also, special Pikachu will be out celebrating Halloween in an all-new costume. And you can, too, dress up your avatar for an occasion by wearing Mimikyu's disguise hat. You also earn extra candy while you're out trick-or-treating with your buddy Pokemon. So overall, it seems like a pretty cool update for the Halloween. I've seen the Pokemon that they're adding. They're very much ghost-looking Pokemon. And you got, like, the little Pikachu with the special, like, Halloween hat, which is pretty cool. So overall, a pretty neat update for Halloween. Interesting that they're even doing it at all. I just didn't expect them to do a Halloween update, but still cool. Like, I mean, you got ghost Pokemon. It's perfect for a Halloween update. You got all these ghost Pokemon that you can have put into the game. It just makes sense. So, really happy that they're doing that. Personally, I don't play Pokemon Go, and from what my poll I sent out before my other video, not many other people do as well. At least not the people who are subscribed to me. But let's move on to the next topic, and that is that the director of Pokemon is essentially saying that that Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon are the last Pokemon games coming to the 3DS. Let's read exactly what he had to say. He said, "When we were making Pokemon X and Y, we were really trying to push the 3DS system to its absolute limits, which is what we thought we'd done. But when Pokemon Sun and Moon came on, we completely redesigned the system and actually ended up pushing the 3DS even further to what we thought was the most we could draw out of it. With Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, we try to eke out that more and really push the system to its absolute limits. We are really feeling now that this is perhaps the maximum of what we can get out of it. So we're really treating Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon as the culmination of our work with the 3DS system. Of course, we already know that a mainline Pokemon game is coming to the Nintendo Switch. I think it will probably come out next year. That's not confirmed, but that's just what I think. So obviously, it didn't seem like there were... I mean, when the Pokemon Company moves onto another system, they typically move on to another system. Like, it's just, okay, done. They usually wait. When the system comes out, they usually wait. They put the last game on the old system. That's what they usually do. They come out, the new system comes out, they don't put a Pokemon game on that one yet. They first put the last Pokemon game on the last console, and then they move to the next console. And that's pretty much what they're doing here. They came out with Sun and Moon. The Switch came out. They decided not to put it on the Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon on the Switch, but instead on the older system, the 3DS. And now, we already know that it's confirmed that a new game is coming to the new system, the Switch. So, it seems, and he seems to support this, it's at the culmination of our work in the 3DS system. We can't really get anything out of it, or more out of it than we've already done. Why not move on to the next system? So that makes sense to me. But let's move on to the next topic, and that is the rumor. I don't really think it's a rumor, because what I'm going to get into seems pretty, like, actually true. But the rumor is that Doom is getting motion controls in the game, which is something they actually didn't. They actually said they weren't going to come to the game. They said their Doom would not get motion controls. But there was a big backlash of people like me, who love motion controls, and were like, please put it in Doom on the Switch, it'd be awesome. And a new video has come out of gameplay of Doom, and while they were going through the settings, people have noticed that there is HD Rumble, Aim Assist, and right below that, Motion Control Setting. Now, Bethesda has gone and actually removed the video that has this new option in it, which, for me, even makes it more obvious that this is actually true and they didn't want you to know yet. But they removed this video and they took it down. But we still have screenshots of it that you can see, you're seeing right now, and obviously right there is motion controls, which is really good. Hopefully, I'm assuming this is pretty much true. I'm like 90% sure this is true. There's a 10% maybe it's fake. I don't think so, especially since Bethesda took it down. That means that they pretty much know it's true and they're trying to hide it. So hopefully this is true, because motion controls are great. Splatoon 2 has motion controls. Zelda for aiming your bow, such feels really good with motion controls. Lots of different games that are shooters, like on the Switch, have motion controls, and it feels super good. So hopefully Doom is getting motion controls, because that's something I really, really want for this version of the game. Let's move on to the last and final topic. And that is that in the United States, Nintendo Systems claimed 2/3 of the entirety of September's video game hardware sales. So with the 3DS, the Super NES Classic, and the Switch, those sold 2/3 of the entirety of what was sold last month, which is insane. That means that the PS4 and Xbox One only took up 1/3 of sales. 1/3. The PS4, Xbox One, and the Vita, I guess you could count the Vita still. I mean, that doesn't really sell, but the Vita too. That took up only 1/3. Nintendo took up 2/3 of the entirety of last month's video game sales, which is really, really, really good. It's going to be interesting to see how much of that was the SNES Classic. I imagine that sold really well. I mean, it sold 370,000 units in Japan alone. I wouldn't be surprised if it sold over 500,000 in America or more. So we don't quite have... This is coming straight from Nintendo. They're pretty much just saying, look how awesome we are that we could sell this much before we get the actual MPDs. We don't know exactly how much, you know, the other consoles sold. We don't know how much of it was the 3DS, how much of it was the SNES Classic, how much of it was the Switch. But we will soon, and when that happens, I'll make sure to report on that. But anyways, guys, that's all for this video. If you like this video, make sure to like and subscribe for more news videos Monday through Friday. And make sure to comment down below on everything or anything you found interesting in this video. And I'll see you guys later on What About Nintendo. Bye!